Alright, hello all you night readers. I hope everybody is doing well. Things are going alright here. Yeah, things are going alright. So I hope everything is going okay with you all. Alright, let's find our theme for the next 24 hours, shall we? Find out our theme for the next 24 hours. Let's see what we got. We have got intensity. Yeah. Intensity. So, when you're out there and you're doing your thing over the next 24 hours, whatever it is you're doing, remember, intensity. Intensity is the way to go. Sometimes you need to lower the intensity, sometimes you need to raise the intensity. But intensity is a big deal. Yeah, it is a big deal. So, we'll leave it out there for a minute while everybody starts coming in. And, hey Vic, how are you? You were about to go to sleep. You know what? Me too. I've been about ready to sleep since 2 o'clock this afternoon. I have been okay. I believe it was Saturday night I did the 2-camera thing where I showed my face like we had talked about, and it didn't go well. It just did not go well for me. It was, it's past midnight there. I know. It's crazy. It didn't go well for me because it was very distracting. I found myself really having to not be distracted by that. So we're back to our old way, back to my old ways. But yeah, if you go back, you can see it. Like I said, I believe it was Saturday night. So that would be somewhere around episode 64, maybe live shows number 64-ish. I believe that was it. Yeah, you weren't here that night, and I was waiting for you. And I was like, oh no, we just talked about this. And matter of fact, I know it was Saturday night because that's when Dr. Mystical had his show, and we had talked about it then, and I did it that night. So so it should be live stream. If you look through my videos, it should be live stream number 64. I think that's the number. 67, 66, 65. Yeah, 64 should be. Saturday would have been 64. So, yeah, you can go back and take a look at it, but it was just, the readings weren't very good, and it was just very distracting. But that's okay. You know what? I tried it, and it just didn't work for me. But at least I tried it. And I appreciated the support everybody gave, and I appreciated your support. Telling me about it and giving me the idea, that I should definitely do it and all. And so thank you. All right, so our theme is intensity for the next 24 hours. Sometimes you need to be intense. Sometimes you have to be less intense. So, yeah, check it out if you want to. It's okay. Like I said, it was just a lot of distraction, and it just took away from it took away from the readings, and it took away from everything, because I had to move the microphone away so that it wasn't right in front of my face and stuff. So people didn't really get to hear very well. It was not a great thing. It just turns out that that's just not for me. But yeah, I'm not. I some people do, some don't, and That's just not my brand. That's other people's brand, and that's good, and it just happens to be one that's not mine. I don't. So, yeah. Anyhow, I am doing well. I bet you're tired. It's after midnight there. My goodness. I've been exhausted all day. Don't know why. But yeah. So, if you have a question, do you hardly sleep, huh? I don't sleep really well either. I'm up and down all night. It's a problem. I think it's the dog's fault. Yeah, that'll help you. Do a little meditation and then sleep. Hey, kitty cat, welcome. How are you? I am doing well. And I hope you're doing well too. So, what else is going on? What else is going on tonight? It's been extremely windy here today. Very, very windy, and I forgot that I took the garbage cans out to the road this morning, and now I hate to go out there and hate to go out and find out where they are, because that's what I'm going to have to do right after I'm done with this. Just go out and find my garbage cans. All right, Vic. All right, let's get the serious stuff, right? What's coming towards you in love? Now, I shuffle these cards for probably a good 5 minutes per deck before I come on every single night. And then I shuffle them again when you guys ask questions, because I kind of shuffle the question into the deck, right? You want to know what's coming towards you in love. And so when I get cards that are the same, it's just very coincidental. Had this a lot last night. Had a lot of Two of Pentacles. Last night was Justice night also. Justice showed up a lot. Justice or Temperance makes a showing every single night for me. Those are my two cards that come to me almost every night. You got a lot of Pentacles out there too. The 2, the 5, the 8. Yeah, every couple, every 3. So what's coming to you in love? I think you're working on it. I really think you're working on it. And I think that you are, I think things are going, I think things are moving forward, but I see things moving forward here. I see kind of, happiness, of course, here with the 10 of Cups. I definitely see that happiness and that emotional, that emotional fullness. You're full of emotions. You're really full of emotions, but you're not sure exactly where to go with it, and that kind of leaves you out in the cold. Hey, Donata, how are you? I do see things are moving along, though, but it just seems like a lot of things are really up in the air at this point. Welcome, Fairy Wren. Welcome, Mystic Cat. Hello. You gotta go to work, Fairy Wren. That's okay. Yeah, so that's what I see for you, Vic. I see the work. I see trying to move forward, but I think right now you're not exactly sure where to focus your energies, and that's kind of leaving things up in the air. Kind of leaves you out, kind of leaves you up in the air, kind of leaves you hanging, right? So that is what I see for that. All right. So I made the little donation square at the bottom right, and I made it smaller, and I made the little knight guy up in the top right. I made him a little smaller too, and the words at the bottom are, just moved over or something. I did a little rearranging yesterday while I was working on this, and so now I can get my 5 cards in there again and not have any problems. But the donation square at the bottom absolutely works. So if people want to make donations, they can do it right there through that. All they got to do is scan it with a barcode scanner on their phone, and it'll go right to it. It's perfect. It works really well. I've tried it. I tried it with different sizes and stuff to make sure that it would still work. So, yeah. But that's the story. All right, Donata. Will you hear from Reggie this week? Will you hear from Reggie this week? Let's see. What do we see? Will you... Yeah, it's weird that it's cut off on the TV. Alright, so. Will you see Reggie this week? Let's see what we get for you, Denai. Let's see what we get. I say tentatively, because I have good cards and I have terrible cards, and I just don't know. I'm not sure which way things are going yet, but let's see what we got here. Let's take everything into account all together, and then we'll see how it works. So yeah, I see where there's going to be a lot of where you're going to be giving. It's going to be a lot of giving and no take kind of thing, right? It's going to be, you're giving out a lot of emotions. You're giving off a lot of signals to him that you want to hear from him, and you think this is going extremely well, but he seems to really be just kind of in his own head. He's kind of in his own little zone, right? He's the hermit. He's in his own zone. And I don't know if he's getting all of this. I don't know if he's getting this if that, that excitement and that whole idea of, giving vibes to him that you want to hear from him is getting to him. I don't know if it's really reaching him, because he, it looks like, like I said, he's kind of on his own, thinking about things. He's resting. He's just kind of doing that whole rest and comfort kind of thing, right? Yeah, it's what I really see. And then, of course, I see where, honestly, it doesn't look like he will get in touch with you this week, because it looks like you will, you won't feel really good about this. You're not going to feel really good about it this week from him. It's not going to be as bad as it looks there. That looks terrible, right? But I do see where you kind of walk away dejected for the week. Yeah, so that's what I see for you, Donata. Unfortunately, it's not quite the reading I was hoping for, but it is what I see. That's what I see and how I feel about it. All right. All right. I love it, Mystic Cat. I'm up there on the big Titantron, huh? I'm so glad I don't put my face on there every night. My goodness, some things should not be seen in high definition. There are things that are not meant to be seen in high definition, and that's one of them. You're welcome, Donata. Hey, Ohio, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while, but I'm glad you are here. I'm really glad you're here. Yeah, that just made me giggle because, yeah, there's definitely some things that should not be shown on big screens and high definition. That's for sure. But that's all right. Yeah, busy times, huh? Ohio, that's all right. That is all right. Hey, DFD, how are you? Hello. Daughter of Flowers Divination, that's going to be your new nickname. DFD. Yeah, I have see, Ohio's been busy, and that's hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? You're not great, but you're surviving. Well, what's wrong? Tell us what's wrong, and maybe we can do a reading and pick up your spirits a little, I hope. Although the last two readings were not very spirit picking up. All right. So what else do we have? What else do we have going on? All right, well, I'll tell you this, what else is going on. What else has been today? Today, I could have fallen asleep at about 1 o'clock or 1:30. By 2 o'clock, I was ready for bed. I felt like I was telling Vic this morning, earlier, it's been extremely windy here today. I took my garbage cans out to the road. Now don't know exactly where they are because they may have blown away. I forgot them, and yeah, they could be almost anywhere, I'm sure, by now, because it has been that windy. Yep. So that's not going to be a good thing. After the show, I got to go search them down. What else? Who knows? I don't know. Not a whole lot of other stuff going on here today. Things have been quiet. Things have definitely been quiet. I went and laid in bed last night right after the show. Right after this show, like 7 o'clock-ish my time. And I was like, and I couldn't fall asleep. I just never fell asleep until late. So now today I'm exhausted. But if I try to go to bed too early, I still won't go to sleep. It's a crazy, crazy thing. It's definitely nuts. But oh well, it is what it is, right? I have a package coming Thursday from Kitty Cat, according to UPS. And I can't wait to see what it is. I cannot wait. I'm dying to know. Dying. Not literally dying. Okay, fine. But figuratively. I don't want you to think I'm really dying, my goodness. That would be horrible. But yes, I am impatiently waiting. Let's put it that way. I'm not good with patience. I'm definitely not good with patience, and I get that from my mother, who got it from her mother, which was my grandmother who just passed away. She was not a very patient. She wasn't real patient either. She was great, and she was always. She was always good. She was always good to me and my sister, my mother, and my dad. She treated. My mom was an only child, so she really treated my dad like a son. So did my grandfather when he was alive, too. So, but yeah, she was always great. So she was never impatient with us, but just with certain circumstances, you could definitely see impatience come out, and that's definitely where I get it from. I get something in my mind, and it's like, okay, no, I can't wait for it. I have to get to the store right away. I have to go get it. I have to do it. I have to find whatever it is. I have to find out where I can get it, and then I have to go there. My wife and I were on a camping trip in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So for those of you who are not in the United States, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania is a battlefield from the United States Civil War back in the 1860s, early 1860s. There was a battle there for several days, 3 days, and in 1863, and it was very. It's a really great place to go camping, because first off, it's just a beautiful place, and it's also supposed to be one of the most haunted places in America, and I love that kind of stuff. I'm into it. I'm into that whole crazy paranormal thing. I'm from New Jersey. I'm near the coast of New Jersey. Hey, CM, welcome. Glad you are here. Glad you're here, because I made some rearrangements to the screen stuff so I could fit all the cards and not have stuff cut off. Just because you and I were talking about that the other day. But anyhow, so we were in Gettysburg, and I wanted a really good camera. I wanted a really good camera, something more high end than my phone, something more high end than a pocket camera kind of thing. So we found one at a Best Buy in Maryland that was about 2.5 hours away. So guess where we went for the day? Yes, we drove to Maryland. 2.5 hours there. 25 minutes in the store, 2.5 hours back to the campground we were at. It was a great day. It was fun. Got my camera. Takes great pictures. I have awesome pictures of Gettysburg, I'll tell you that. But yeah. Impatience. That should have been our theme of the day. Our theme of the day is intensity, though. Sometimes you need high intensity, sometimes you need to lower the intensity, but it's always for the next 24 hours, it's all intensity. You got more flower planting done, CM. That's awesome. That is very awesome today. I guess the rain has stopped. Yeah, it did stop kind of in the middle of the country. It's heading my way now. I suppose the rain for us over probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Vic, you say you stay in Kansas usually. Okay. It's very wide open in Kansas. But right now you're on holiday in Kenya. Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. Is it... I guess it's hot there all the time, right? Even though it's in the southern hemisphere, and it's kind of starting winter time there. I think Kenya is like close enough to the equator that it's always warm, right? DFD, you're in Kansas too. Ah, yeah, it's always warm. That's what I thought. That's the way I always understood. I thought so. From where Kenya is. On the map. Kansas, yes. Kansas is nice. That would be a nice place. There you go. See, we were just talking about my impatience, and you just got finished planting some CM. Kansas is a pretty big state, but very square, right? It's like, rectangular. It's like very rectangular if you look at it on the map. But it's big. It's a bigger state. Yeah. So what else is going on? What else is going on? Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. I believe that's Ohio. Sending that. Yeah. It's raining. Raining in Ohio. It's heading my way. Definitely heading my way. Plus we have that coastal storm coming up there, the first tropical storm of the year, so yeah. As much as you want to stay, you think you need a nap. That's all right. DFD, you go ahead and take a nap. You're going to go. You keep falling asleep. I've had that problem all afternoon. Oh, thanks. Well, it could be my voice. I don't know. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, we'll catch you again. I'm here every single night at 6 o'clock, so... sorry if I bored you to sleep. I hope that's not the case. But I definitely hope that's not the case. But I'll see you. I will definitely see you, and I know you'll be back. So come back. Yeah, like I said, tomorrow night we'll be here again at 6 o'clock. All right. So what else is happening? Nobody else has questions, huh? No questions. So yeah, thank you very much for that donation. I do appreciate it. I do. Did you have a question that went along with it, or was it just a donation to keep the channel alive? Because that's helpful. Either way, it's helpful. I'll do readings for anybody, but the donations are always helpful to keep things going. That's for sure. Do you have a child as a spirit guide? That's a really good question, Vic. That is really good. That's a really good question. Huh. Let's see what we end up with here. Let us see. Nope, that's not a kitty cat. Sorry. It's Night Reader 326. There we go with the Five of Pentacles again for you, Vicky. And there's my Justice card. I told you that comes up every single night, right? Did I tell you that? Did I mention that comes up for me every night, either Justice or Temperance? Last night was Justice. Tonight is Justice again. So I see that the person who, the spirit guide that you have, yes, I have 4 of them I post in CM, and I also have my own page. I have the Night Reader Tarot page. So what I see with your spirit guides is, I see somebody who is very smart and to the point, to start. That's where I'm starting. Right there. I see somebody who's smart, and I think your spirit guide tells you things that are just straight to the point, no beating around the bush, no going around and around things. I absolutely see that it's just a straight kind of thing. They let you know all the time, obviously, what's the best things to do, what's right and what's wrong. And like I said, it's clear cut. They're going to tell you very clear cut, this is the right thing to do, or this is the wrong thing to do. And that's what Justice is telling me. Now the Ace of Rods is showing me your spirit guide, and there she is. Yep, and she is a young girl. She is a younger girl. I don't think the person on the card is extremely young. I think she's probably late teens, early 20s. But you could definitely say that, being an ace and being, that one of those fresh start, new beginnings kind of things, and that creative new beginning, that yeah, she could be younger as you see her. Again, I get this whole left out and a cold vibe for you. I get this whole you're kind of being left out of something. It feels like you're just not in the loop on something. Something's going on that you're just not part of. I don't know what it is, and I don't know why it keeps coming up. It came up in the reading earlier, and now it's coming up in this reading here, where where we're talking about spirit guides. But I don't think your spirit guide would leave you out of something, unless it's just something that you don't need to know at this point, because otherwise your spirit guide has made you very happy. She's made you happy. She makes you feel good. I see that with all the sunlight here. I see that with all the sunlight here. Obviously, with it's the sun, so how could it not be sunlight, right? But it is sunlight, and if you take a look here at Justice, you can see the sun out the window. Yeah, you feel like you're left out on something too. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. That's definitely interesting. But yeah, I don't know why that keeps coming up. And like I said, that's twice. I've done 2 readings for you tonight, and both times the 5 of Pentacles has come up. Both times. But yeah, that's definitely what I see about your spirit guide. I do think that, like I said, she's very direct, very to the point, but very smart. Tells you what you need to know about being right about things, or if you're wrong about them, or if the choices you're going to make are right or wrong. And I see her as this, somebody like this. Someone like that. This I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is, but something gives me the impression that there's something left out. But yeah, I don't know what it is either, but that's all right. We'll figure it out. Hey, Sailor Moon, welcome. It's good to see you, and I'm glad you're here. Very glad you're here. So, very glad to see you. I hope you're well. I'm doing well. All right, so what actions do you need to take towards your project? Awesome. What actions should you take towards your project? All right. What actions should you take towards your project? Let's see. Misty Katz has great readings. She does great readings. All right, so what action should you take towards your project? Well, I think you're looking at everything all upside down. I think you're looking at things completely wrong. I think you are feeling down about this whole thing. Yeah, Vic, if you want to share it there for me, that's fine. I don't feel comfortable going to somebody else's show and promoting myself, especially if they have not talked to me about it personally. And I know she does her shows early in the morning, and I'm not usually there, but I do know that I've never spoken to her personally about promoting myself on her show. So, but anyhow, Sailor Moon, I think you are looking at things just not quite the right way. You're kind of you're feeling a little down about the whole project right now. Maybe I think that's where things are going. I think you think that things are not going as well as they should be, that your creative spark is just not there. The idea that opportunity is not there at this time for it. And I think that's not exactly true. I don't think that's exactly true. I think there's more opportunity than you're looking at. Because, of course, if you're upside down and you look over at the Ace of Swords upside down, well, then the Ace of Swords is really right side up, right? So, yeah, I definitely think that there's been some doubt in your mind about it, but I don't think that's exactly the right way to look at it. Okay. I'm sorry. But I do see that good things are coming. I mean, you've got the Knight of Cups, and everybody wants the Knight of Cups, right? That's Prince Charming. That's him, Prince Charming. He looks a little different in this deck than he does in Anna Kay, but he is still the knight with the shiny armor. And yeah, he is he's coming your way to tell you that you have to be more energetic. Show off the work you're doing already. You have stuff that you've already worked on, and you need to show that off. Right? If you show it off now, it will pay dividends in the end. That's really what I'm seeing. Don't feel, I see where you said the project's too hard. Don't feel that way. Hangman's telling you, do not feel like things are not good, because they really are. And the Knight of Cups is coming to tell you, show off what you have. Be energetic and show it off. Because if you do, it's really going to come back to you. It's really going to pay off. You'll really get that payoff in the end. So the stuff that you've already worked on, everything you've worked on with this project, just use it a little bit. Even no matter how you feel about it, use it and see what kind of a response you get, because I think you're going to be very pleasantly surprised by the response that is given to you. All right, so that's what I see for you, Sailor Moon. That is what I see. Yeah. Good. I'm glad it helps a lot. That's important. That is important. Sometimes unfortunately, I don't give the greatest reading. It's not always the most positive thing and all. And it's just the way the cards are and all. And, maybe that helps a lot too when it's not real positive, because people are braced for that already. But when they are a little more positive, then, of course, if you feel that way and if it really hits home, then it helps. But yeah, work on your own. Absolutely work on your own. Do this project by yourself. I do remember, I know, we talked about working on your own and not sharing your secrets. That was for sure, because somebody may take off with your secrets. Remember that? I remember. And, somebody may try to copy something that you did if you share too much of it. So don't do that. But I think that, you're ready to put out a final presentation of something, of one thing. If it's just one thing that you did in this project that you can show, I think you will get you'll be pleasantly surprised at the response. I think so. I remember our last reading about this. Absolutely do I. Yep. That is what I see. Yeah, so good. Good. I can't remember what I had for dinner last night, but I can remember people's readings. That's for sure. So, all right. So who else has a question? Who else has a question? I didn't miss any, did I? I don't think I did. CM, I'm not exactly sure why I don't get more people. I'm not sure, but it's okay. We get the group we have. I get this group that I enjoy. I get a group that's extremely supportive and positive about things. They're positive about me and my readings. They're positive with each other, and everybody's supporting each other. And so, if that's as good as things are going to get at this channel, well, then you know what? You guys can get a lot of readings, and that'll be all right. That will be all right. Hey, Spring is back from Facebook. Hey, Spring, how are you? You're not able to see comments from YouTube on Facebook, and YouTube people can't see Facebook comments. So that is why. That is exactly why. It makes things difficult when you can't see everything. Only I can see them all, unfortunately. But we are very glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, and it's very nice to have you again. So welcome back. And if you have a question, just post it right in the comments, and we'll get right to it. Yeah, you're welcome. It's nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with your stuff. It's just YouTube can't see Facebook, and Facebook can't see YouTube. But if somebody asks a question on either one, I'll put it up on the screen for a minute, so this way you can see it too. Because there's more people on YouTube than there are on Facebook. But either way, I will put it up there on the screen so you can see what's going on. And thank you for the thumbs up over on Facebook too. I appreciate that. Do I just read? Yes, I just read. I am a tarot reader, and that's what I do. I know nothing about other things. I don't claim to. I don't try to. I just want to be the best tarot reader that I can be. And that's kind of where I am. I know nothing about numerology, astrology. I don't know anything about, other forms of divination. Other people do. If you're on Facebook, you catch, Facebook or YouTube. Either way, you check out Mystic Cat's um, Mystic Cat Psychic Readings. You check out that person right there, Mystic Cat's Psychic Readings. She does all kinds of things. She does many, many different types of things. She is really good at many different types of divination and mediumship, stuff like that. So I don't know I don't even know half the stuff that you call it, because it's in her bio and stuff, and you can definitely read it. But she's got the 3 Claires. That's all I know. 3 Claires. Clairvoyant, Claire Cognizant, and Claire something else. Claire Bear. I don't remember the third one. I'm the first male reader. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you come by. I do this every night. But yeah, definitely check out Mystic Cats if you want a reader who does many different things and does them all very well. She's on YouTube. She's she's on YouTube on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays nights, and she's on Facebook. You'd have to look at the schedule for her on Facebook. I'm not sure if that's a set time or not. But YouTube, if you're on YouTube, yeah, you could definitely check her out and follow her, and follow me. That's great. Awesome. You could subscribe to both of us. And she is on at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And each night's kind of a different theme she does. And she works with cards and pendulums and charms. She's created her own tarot deck. She's also selling charms. I always want to say Lucky Charms, I swear. She's selling her Lucky Charms. There's green clovers in there. Some green clovers. Kayla, did you just wake up? Born Awake Oracle is really good too. Yes, on YouTube there's a lot of good readers. Tarot Oracle, all one word. Dr. Mystical Tarot, absolutely. Tarot Magician. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of good ones. But anyhow. But I'm here. I am here every night at 6 o'clock. So 6 o'clock Eastern. And it's great to have you, Spring. So let me know if you have a question. And we'll definitely get to it if you got one. And if not, that's okay too. It's always good to have you hang out with us, and and see what happens, see what goes on, see what other readings happen. Some people like to stay just to see what other readings are going on and see what gets said. So, and some people are, who want to learn tarot, watch different tarot readers, because every tarot reader has a different take on tarot cards. So it is very great to have you. It's great to have you. You're up till 7 a.m. Oh. Born Awake Oracle. She was doing mediumship, and she is amazing. That's interesting. That is very interesting. What exactly did she tell you? That's cool. I wish I knew how to do that stuff, but I don't know how, and I don't go and just I don't go to try to learn it. It's just something that's, some people have it naturally and some people don't, and I don't believe I do. But who knows? Things change. I think you're more born with it, though. I think you're much more born with it than as a learned type thing. Because I don't know. I'm old, and it's like, it hasn't happened yet, so I don't think it's going to. Not for me, but that's okay. Kitty Cat says she's scared of ghosts overall, but mediumship is still cool. That's good. Yeah. I can honestly say I have not had any bad dealings with ghosts. I have the ghost here that runs around through the living room and the kitchen. At night, and while I'm online, while my wife's watching TV in the bedroom and I'm online in a different room, the ghost runs around back and forth. I can hear it happening. A lot of nights we had the ghost knocked a whole bunch of stuff off my bookshelf one night. I thought it was the ghost that took a candle out of my room off my desk here, but I found out that wasn't. Hey, Siba, welcome. Siba, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, and I just want to say thank you for your donation the other night. Thank you very much. I wasn't sure how to exactly get in touch with you, so I just waited till I saw you on here, but I did not forget. So Kayla, yeah, she had a lot to say about Billy. That's great. That's great. Did she tell you how to tell him to stop scaring you so bad? That's okay, Siba. I understand. I absolutely understand. It's different time zones, it's different times, and it's tough to get everybody going at the same time. But we do our best. And I know you show up here when you can, so that's all that matters. That's the important part. And I did appreciate that you donated, so that was great. Would you please send me the link to my YouTube account? Yeah, it's actually, if you go to my website, nightreadertarot.com, and click on the little YouTube picture, it'll take you right to it. It will take you right to my YouTube channel, and you can watch live over on YouTube and get all the comments. So it's nightreadertarot.com, and that'll take you right there. Okay. That's the easiest way to do it. Otherwise, I'd have to check. I'd have to look and see. I'd have to go to my phone and find out how to get there. That's the easiest way I know. It wasn't him. He was protecting you from evil. Wow. Yeah, you can ask a question, Seba. Go right ahead. Absolutely. Spring, you're very welcome. Yeah, it'll bring you right here. It won't take long. If you go to the website, it will not take long. You just click on it and it brings you right here. What's coming up for you? What's coming up for you for the rest of the month? So Kayla, that's weird. It wasn't him. He was protecting us from the evil entity that stays upstairs. Well, she would definitely know better than I would. I just knew that he was there. I knew he was there. And unfortunately, that was as good as it got. Like I said, I don't know anything about ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghost. But I do know that I do not claim to know what ghost is doing what, but I definitely saw that he was there, and I think that was the gist of my part of the readings. We are talking about an evil entity that lives in Kayla's upstairs. Apparently. So, all right, what's coming for Seba the rest of the month? What is coming for you for the rest of the month? There we go. Those look like good cards. So the cards were telling the truth when they said that he was there and that he meant no harm. Yeah. That was my reading, I have to say. That was my reading, that he was not coming to you to hurt you or anything, or try to scare you. Just that, yeah, but he was definitely there. Hello. I do not know how to pronounce your name, but we'll just call you Saga. Hello, Saga. Oh, it's Kui. How are you, Kui? Oh, Kui. How are you? We're doing a reading for Seba, so Seba wants to know what's going to happen for the rest of the month. So we start off with the Empress, right? I don't think that you're going to have a baby by the end of the month. I definitely don't think so. I just feel like it's going to be time for growth, right? It's going to be time for you to grow in some sort of a way at this point. Again, if you look at these cards, everything, you've got the world, so even though it's nighttime in the world card, it does have the sun behind it, and all these other cards are just full of sun. So first off, this is a very positive reading. I just see positivity everywhere in it, Seba. But I think you're growing in something. I think something is that you're working on, something you're doing is growing. And I think you are just over the moon about it. to say it, that's like a good way of saying it, because although you don't have the moon card, I just think you're very excited and happy about it. I see the Wheel of Fortune is just telling you that things are progressing, things are moving forward. There may be some ups or downs here and there, but things are moving forward for you. They may not go at the pace you want them to with the Page of Pentacles, but he is definitely someone who wants to learn. He wants The Page of Pentacles is somebody who's a student and wants to learn something. So I really see that the growth has to do with learning something. Definitely learning something, and it's gonna take you places. It's going to take you places. It doesn't mean you're going to move. It doesn't mean that you're going to travel, but it's gonna open up doors and stuff for you. So I really think that you're doing something right now that is going well, and it's just going to keep getting better and better and better for you. And I think you're hitting your stride. So by the end of the month, it'll be really good for you, Siva. All right. So that's what I see. That is what I see for you. Mayo girl, how are you? Yes. You got here right at the very end, huh? That's all right. That is all right. So, all right. If anybody else has a question, I'll take one more before I go and search for my garbage cans. Oh, you did. Okay. So, there it is. What do I need to know about people who negatively conspire? People are conspiring negatively about you, and you want to know what to do about it. All right. So, what should we do about people who are conspiring negatively? Let's see. All right, your van's going to be converted into a camper within the next 2 weeks. That's awesome. All right, well, I'll take a look. We'll take a look at it, Mayo Girl. All right. So what do you have to do? What do you have to do with people who are conspiring against you negatively? You have to show them that it's not getting to you. You really need to show them that it's not getting to you. You have the hope, and you're smart enough and have that wisdom to know that they're really, it's just immature. They're being extremely immature. They're playing games with you, basically, and they think that really think that they are winning. They think they're winning. They think they've got you all tied up, behind the 8 ball. They think they've got you. They really think they have you, but the Page of Swords at the end is just the page that is completely immature. This is the absolute immature page, as you can see, because there he is running with a sword. And it's just like when you were a kid, your mother would always say, don't run with scissors. Don't run with a sword. Don't run with a sword. That's very childish. And that's what's going on. They're being childish. So you know what? So don't let it bother you. You've got the lovers. And, obviously this is not a love reading. It's not, it's not a love reading, but it is telling you that you need to just let it kind of roll off your back. And, you have hope. You don't have to worry about that. You have the peace of knowing that whatever they're saying and whatever they're doing is just out of immaturity. They think they're getting the upper hand, but they're just being extremely immature. So, All right. So that is what I see for you. Yeah. Show them that you don't care, exactly. Show them that it does not bother you. You don't care. Who cares? All right. So Mayo Girl wants to know about her camper. Is it really going to be done in 2 weeks? And then Mayo Girl threw a question up there too. CM threw a question up there too. So I'll do them really quick for you guys. Since we did not have the... we had a night of more talking than reading. So I'll do a couple quick ones here. All right. So will the van conversion be done in the next 2 weeks? Let's see. You got the Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups. You did get the Eight of Swords again. We just had that in the last reading. Very interesting. I would be willing to say yes. It will be done. You know, it's tied up right now at the shop. It is tied up right now. But you have, really good. You have the people who are working on it are extremely excited to do it. They're happy doing it. They enjoy doing it, right? And it's a good partnership. He's handed it off to somebody else to work on, and they have a good partnership. So he would not have done that if he did not think it was going to get, done the right way and taken care of correctly. I definitely see that. I see that you are. I see that you're not really worrying about it too much. You're kind of calm about it. You just go in with the flow, kind of believing along the lines of, it'll be done just like they said it will. And you're not getting overly, you're not getting cold-hearted about it. You're not getting, anything like that. So, that's what I definitely see for you, Mail Girl. I think it'll definitely be done in the next couple of weeks, by the end of the month. Have you really given up? Have you given up? Yeah, there's no reason to get worked up. I definitely don't see that you're getting worked up. All right, so my last reading tonight is for CM, and she wanted to know about her sister. She wanted to know, will her sister ever find the guy that's to treat her right? So this is our last reading. Definitely her. I can't even shuffle anymore, so. Yeah, so will your sister find somebody to treat her right? Let's see. Let us see. All right, so last reading. You're welcome, Mail Girl. I hope that's kind of going the way you want it to, because I think it will. Yeah, I think it'll be done just like you want it to be. All right. Your sister's had a hard time, obviously. A very hard time with people breaking her heart and, stealing her heart away, basically. Stealing her heart away. And it's going to take a long time for her to get over that. Definitely something that's going to take a long time to get over. And she's looking for someone who's going to come along and be strong and be solid and be that rock for her, right? She wants somebody to be a rock, but she shouldn't take them for granted. Get it? Granite? All right, that was a bad joke. Yeah, but she's looking for somebody to be her rock, right? The high priest or the hierophant, either way, is just showing that, she's getting good advice. She has good, the society, her social life, her friends and stuff like that are giving her good advice. And right now she's protecting herself. I really think that. So I definitely think that she's protecting herself. And I think she is, working in the right direction to get to finding the right person. But I think that she's really looking for perfection in this whole thing. Because again, as you see here, all the pentacles are completely different than the rest. Each one is different from the other. All 8 of them are very different from each other. And she's not, she's sitting here not happy with any of them. None of them make the grade kind of thing. So that's what I really see for your sister, CM. All right. All right. So for everybody who was here tonight, if you did not get a reading and you wanted one tonight, definitely come back tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. We will be here to do readings again. All right. You guys all have a wonderful night and take care. And I will see you all tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. All right. Thank you. Good night.